This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rekah Kwadash. I would like to give double honors to the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the true leaders of Israel to this day, who taught me this truth. And I would like to say shalom to all the Akim and the Akwath that's believing on this truth and that's seeking their salvation at the hands of Yahawah and his only begotten son, Yahawashi. I would like to say shalom. So today, I just want to get into a quick in transit, and I just want to go into how Esau Edom, okay, is not being respected by his rib, okay? Esau Edom, all right, is not being respected by the Edomite woman. And I started off with Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7, you know, to go into how these curses are slowly being taken off the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, okay, the hopeful elect, and slowly being placed on Esau, Edom, and the nations, all right? And we understand that it's going to be fully fulfilled in the kingdom when, you know, the elect is taken up, okay, changed in the moment of twinkling of an eye, okay, where the law, statutes, commandments are placed in our inward parts, and where the curse is removed for good, okay, and the curses are going to end up being put upon, you know, the heathen nations. But as America, which is Babylon the Great, is in the state of decay, okay, we're slowly watching, you know, the plagues being placed upon Esau, Edom, and the other nations, okay, because at one point in time, okay, Jake was the only man that dealt with an out of order woman, okay, starting off with the feminist movement, where the Negro woman, you know, began to elevate herself in society, okay, where, you know, they had so-called equal rights, and ultimately, you know, it was prophesied in scriptures where a woman would surpass a man, and we're seeing the outcome of feminists, okay, among all these men over here in Babylon the Great. And that's why so many men are beginning to check out. But I just want to go into, you know, how this guy that I'm doing some subcontracting for, you know, every evening, he can't do nothing besides complain about his rib, okay? How, you know, it ain't, well, fuck it, it's funny because they always laughed at Jake. All right, you got to remember the Maury show, the Jerry Springer show, where Jake was made a mockery. All right, so yeah, we laughing at Esau Edom and how his rib is treating him, okay? How the Edomite woman is usurping authority, how the Edomite woman is threatening to go to the law, threatening to go to the government, all right? You know, threatening to take their kids. It's funny as shit, okay? But this this Edomite man that I'm doing some subcontracting for, all he can do is complain about his rib, okay? And, you know, he's pissed, okay? Some two-third nigga, some two-third Jake been delivering rod to this married woman, which if you don't repent, Jake, okay, the Most High is going to put your ass to death, okay? Because you shouldn't be fucking, you know, I'm going to keep it PG, you shouldn't be giving no married woman any type of rod, all right? But nevertheless, this Edomite woman is getting dicked down, okay, by some Jake, all right, and she's throwing it up in her husband's face. See, this society has bred a lot of wicked ass women. Matter of fact, let's grab something right quick. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, okay, chapter 25 and verse 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, okay? And see, this man is plagued in his heart, okay? All he can do is come to work and think, speak, talk about this goddamn wicked ass woman, and he wants to save his marriage, okay? But she's throwing it in his face that, you know, some other man dicking her down better than him, Okay, this woman has literally gave him a plague of the heart. Okay, and see, what these women don't understand is men are going to eventually snap. All right, and see, these goddamn Edomites, man, they don't got nothing to lose when they start losing their seed and shit. Okay, we understand we're under the curses. All right, and we got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from Yahawashi, so we approach situations totally different than how these Edomite men are going to approach situations. This man seems like the type of man that if this woman keep doing what the fuck she doing, okay, he gonna kill her, he gonna kill the kid, okay, and then he gonna off his goddamn self. You know, I don't know if y'all seen that that stand-up comedy from what's his name, the Griffin guy, shit, Eddie Griffin, okay. He gonna kill you, the kids, and himself. They ain't gonna burn the goddamn house down. Keep fucking with Uncle E. All right, keep fucking with Uncle E. And Jake, whoever you are out there, okay. If you still in 2025 thinking it's time to play around, the Most High is gonna do something to you. The Most High is gonna put your ass to death. All right. You don't fuck off on no man's wife. All right. That shit hits different. And once again, as I'm listening to this man each and every day complain about his goddamn wife, you know, I hate it for him, but goddamn, you know, Jake had to go through that for a generation after the goddamn generation. All right, because of the feminist mindset. Okay, these damn Edomites done pushed in the earth. So guess what? You just reaping the harvest of what you done damn pushed throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. Now your woman is at home out of order. Now your woman is being disrespectful. Okay, going to the law on you. All right. You know. Let's grab another precept. Let's stay in the same chapter, jump down to verse 16. It says, I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon. Okay, and see, you know, I'm not gonna give this damn Edomite no type of advice. But for Jake, you know, if you got a wicked woman like that, man, best thing for you to do is get out of there. Okay, and we all done went through that, you know, in the world, you know, chasing after these goddamn wicked ass women. Okay, but when you come into this truth, okay, Yahawashi put you up on game to these goddamn women, put you up on game to how to move, okay, around these women. Okay, and as it says, I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Okay, and if a woman can tell you that she's getting, you know, piped down by another man, okay, and have no remorse, okay, it's time for you to leave. All right, and like I said, I ain't trying to give advice to no goddamn Edomite. I'm just, you know, speaking in general now. Okay, this goddamn Edomite that I do subcontracting for, you know, he's gonna fucking blow a gasket eventually. But like I said, speaking in general, okay, best thing for a man to do is have his own. Okay, you know, and we understand that it's certain women of our nation getting in order, understanding, you know, the order of man and woman, okay, which is the Most High, Yahawashi, okay, then the Israelite man, then the Israelite woman, then the children. Okay, there's some women out there that's getting in order, but for the most part, the women over here in Babylon the Great, they're finished. Okay, they're finished, whether they're Israelite woman, okay, or Edomite woman, okay, or the woman of the other nations. If you're over here in America and you have that feminist mindset where you think you could do any and everything, say any and everything to a man, okay, you are finished. Okay, because these are going to be the same men when trouble hits, okay, when chaos is in the street, okay, they're going to be waiting for your ass. Okay, these are the same men that's going to see you in the street and they're going to walk over you like mire. Okay, they're going to tread you down in the street like mire. You got to understand. See, while this society is up and running, these women think they can get away with any and everything because they got 911 on their speed dial. Okay, but we're coming to a time where shit is going to get rough. Okay, and these proud ass women over here in America, Babylon the Great, they just don't understand. These men are waiting for their chance, okay, to get activated on y'all ass. All right, you know, let's continue to read. It says, the wickedness of a woman changed her face and darkened her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. And that's what this Edomite dude is doing. Okay, but once again, speaking in general, that's how it is. All right, you know, you got a wicked ass woman, you hearing all your business all over the damn street. Okay, and she has no shame about it, no shame whatsoever. All right, speaking to the man like he's a fucking child. Man, I'm so glad that, you know, Yahawashi pulled me up out of that mindset. Once again, when we were in the world, we all had shortcomings, and that's how we could speak on it now. Okay, we had shortcomings. We were chasing Eve, okay, begging Eve to stay with us. Man, fuck Eve. All right, fuck these goddamn women. All right, they don't want to get right. Let their ass go. All right, and once again, you know, I'm speaking from experience. I've been there before. I know for a fact, okay, how wicked a woman can be. All right, and don't think because your woman is in order that she, you know, that a demon can't jump on her and she become wicked as all fuck. All right. Verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. It said all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. That speaks volume. That speaks volume. Okay? Let's finish it off. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Okay, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Okay, and we understand, once again, like I said, I give no fuck about Esau, Edom. Okay, they just reaping, okay, the harvest of the feminist movement that they pushed upon Jake, and now they're getting the backlash too. All right, so it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. But as I listen to this Edomite man speak about his wife, he's trying to save his marriage, okay? And he ain't did a goddamn thing. He's the breadwinner of the family, and he's getting treated like a child. All right? You know? He's the breadwinner of his house, and he's still getting treated like a little fucking child. It's fucking insane, the mindset that America have pushed upon, okay, these women over here. All right, it is absolutely insane, the mindset that these women truly have over here in America, Babylon the Great. And like I said, we're coming into the times where that mindset is getting ready to be wiped out. Okay, that mindset is getting ready to be wiped out. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. Let's grab this right quick. Chapter 7, verse 26. It says, I find more bitter than death the woman. Okay, it says, I find more bitter than death the woman. All right, and honestly, it looked like this man is dying day by day on the inside. Okay, and I done seen many men in that state of mind where, you know, that woman is being all out wicked, where, you know, they're afraid to do anything because, you know, they trying to keep their family together because they don't want to be put on child support. Okay, they don't want another man intervening in their household. But guess what the woman do? They're ready for that. They're ready, like they can go tell on a grown ass man, you know. And that's why I said I find more bitter than death than the woman is I find more bitter than death the woman. Okay, you know, when you got to pull up to your house, okay, and then, you know, I'm listening to this man. He got to pull up to his house, smoke 2 and 3 cigarettes, you know, before he even go into the house to deal with this goddamn wicked ass woman. Okay, where, you know, any given time, you know, he could be working on the weekend. We could be, you know, doing, you know, taking care of business on the weekend. He got to leave because he don't know what his woman doing. Okay, that's living a life of misery. That's living a life of misery, where you can't even take care of business because you don't know what this goddamn hoe at the house doing. Let's read again. It says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. And that's what it is. These women's hearts are snares and nets. They have all these goddamn kids, and then when they feel like they ready to step out or want to leave, they say, well, I'm gonna put you on child support. I'm gonna get alimony. You've been taking care of me. You the breadwinner, man. Hey, hearts are snares and nets, okay? And they entrap, okay? Especially the nigga woman, okay? They will entrap your ass. And that's why, you know, when I came into this truth, that's why the apostles and elders always said, leave these goddamn women alone. All right, don't get me wrong. You know, you use the world, you don't abuse it. If you gotta have, you know, you gotta get, you know, your 1-2 on, do what you gotta do. But don't stop having babies by these goddamn Western ass women. Okay, and guess what? I got kids. Okay, I done been through it. Like I said, I would not have another child on this side. Never. Ain't gonna happen. These women are not right in the head. Okay, they doped up on all these different synthetic drugs. Okay, they eating all this damn fast food, drinking all these goddamn sodas, you know, and they fucked up in the head. All right, and the first person they take it out on is they man. Once again, this man is the breadwinner, but he's being treated like a motherfucking child. Okay, no way and fuck. Let's read this again. I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whosoever please the Most High shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Okay, and we know that's speaking to Jake, because these plagues and these curses is getting ready to go upon Esau, Edom anyways. Okay, but for the Israelite man, okay, if you please Yahawashi, you're gonna escape these wicked ass women. Okay, you will escape them. All right, let's grab one more. Let's grab this right here. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21:9. It said, "Is it better to dwell in the corner of a house than with a brawling woman in a wild house?" It says it's better to dwell in the corner of a house, okay, than to dwell in a wild house with a brawling woman. All right, and you know, once again, I have no type of advice, okay, for this Edomite guy. You know, of course, I listen to his ass when we're working, but I think he's gonna blow a goddamn a gasket, you know, one of these damn days, because the way this woman is handling him, he's getting tired of it. But for you Israelite men, all right, don't be dwelling with these goddamn brawling ass women. Don't argue with them. Don't fuss with them. All right, because they ass will call the police, and when they call the police, they're literally calling a deletion on your ass. That's what they're really doing. When these goddamn women call the police on you, they're calling you to be deleted. So leave these goddamn wicked ass women alone. Okay, you once again, use the world, don't abuse it. Get in and out. All right, but all that, you know, chasing after these goddamn crazy ass women, Yahawashi have way more stored up for us than we can ever fathom. Okay, but as I said, you know, it's hilarious to see Esau Edom go through the shit that Jake is going through or went through. Okay, it is funny to see that the feminist movement that he pushed upon our women is now coming to bite them in the ass. All right, because these Edomite women do not respect Esau Edom. All right, these Edomite women do not respect their men. All right, and once again, Yahawashi is slowly removing the curses off of us, okay, and slowly, you know, placing them upon Esau and the other nations, and it's going to be fully in effect, okay, when Yahawashi come deliver the elect, okay, and take the curses completely off of us. So that's what we're patiently waiting for, okay. And as we look out into the to this world, we're going to continue to mock and laugh at these goddamn Edomites as they catch hell, okay. And hell is going to continue to come forth, okay, as we as we get closer to the end of this man's world. Okay, once again, Esau, Edom is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And we're seeing the tokens that Yahawashi is dismantling this man's rulership. Okay, his woman is out of order. Okay, everybody's divided. Okay, and we're going to continue. Okay, we're going to continue to look. Okay, and we're going to continue to laugh. So at the end of the day, you know, Esau, Edom is very much divided. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah by Hashem, Yahawashi by Hashem, Rakak, Wadash. I'm going to give double honors to the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim and Awah. Shalom.